We want to look at equity. We have a fantastic initiative going on, just looking at how we're providing opportunities for all of our kids in the school system. It appears that in some parts, some neighborhoods, some schools, there are opportunities and resources available that may not be in other parts of the school district. And it's important to all of us that we remove any obstacle that is between a student and their potential, their dream, what they want to become in life. And so I think part of that has to do with equity. Equity simply meaning accessing opportunities. We've got to be the adults in the system who drive that forward. So we've got policy in place. We've partnered with some fantastic groups, the National Equity Project being one of them, and we're moving that conversation down the road. Very excited about that. No secret to anybody that we do not test well in our school district as a whole. Again, we have some bright spots, some pockets, some schools who do well and compete. We have other areas where it's unacceptable. We've got to do a better job, and that means we've got to get resources in the hands of our teachers. We've got to provide training for them. We've got to support and encourage and find ways to take care of the needs, the foundational needs of our kids. If we can do those things well, we will see this needle move.
You expressed gratitude for the $6,100 pay raise for teachers and the revenue for that, but what are you looking for from the legislature next session?
A great question. I think the first thing I always look for in a legislative session is engagement. For our legislators to be open to conversation. I'm a very collaborative guy, and I would expect that from a legislator who represents a lot of people. Thankfully, I've been in positions and in places where that was the case, and I expect that to be the case in Oklahoma City. So number one is engagement, them caring about how the laws that they make affect us. Again, 46,000 students and their families and their employees. We're a sizable contingent, and so most times when legislation passes or fails, there is a significant impact on Oklahoma City Public Schools. So I would appreciate engagement. I think on the funding side, I know they're going to take a look at that again. We've had a little uptick economically. I think that bodes well for us. I think they showed resolve last session as a group that they're willing to do what they say, which is make education a priority. And so I'm very hopeful, very excited, anxious for this next session to begin. We have high hopes.